Yo guys, what's up? It's Dan here from Dan About Cars. Guys, I cannot believe it. I have found the tank of all mother roadworthy tanks that you can possibly find, and here it is. Wow, that's quite impressive for such a big vehicle that weighs 3.1 tons. Mind blown. Absolutely mind blown. Roadworthy tanks that you can possibly find, and here it is, the Tank 700. Right then guys, so what do I call this thing? I call this the Lada Niva G Fender. Why G Fender? Because down the side this thing looks like a Land Rover Defender that came together and had some weird connection with a Mercedes G-Wagon and a Lada Niva. This thing is insane, guys. Come on, let's have a look at it. It's over 5 meters long. The wheelbase itself is 3 meters long, and the width of it is longer than me. The width is over 2 meters. It is a real tank. Down here, we've got 20-inch alloy rims. You can upgrade to 22s, but guys, it's a tank. You're taking it off-road. I would not recommend upgrading to the 22 inches. Stick with the 20s, keep the extra rubber. In here, we've got full Continental air suspension all around the whole vehicle. Up front is independent, as well as the rear is also independent. You're looking at a similar setup to a Land Rover Defender here. These are some massive, hefty doors that comes standard with side steps. Listen to this. Oh, that's nice and strong. Even the back as well. Huge doors. These things open up nice and wide. Everything comes with nice solid handles, a proper off-roader. As we step up, easy to get in and out, guys. You're gonna love this vehicle. All models come standard with roof racks at the top over here, right? With nice handles to get in and out. Good side plates every time you open and close the doors. Now let's go check out the back. Whew. Right, around the back, you've got a massive barn door over here that opens up to 90 degrees. Well damped as well. Carpeting all over. Most of its competitors, this is, unless you go for the top spec model, this is all hard, nasty plastic. In the back here, you get about 500 liters of space. In the back, you can even fold the rear seats down electronically. Right, with the rear load lip and with this being such a high car, underneath here, don't expect it to be too much space because your 37.1 kilowatt hour battery sits underneath this area. What is nice though is that you can lower the vehicle down using its air suspension. Right guys, this car also comes with a beautiful 360-degree camera and what Tank calls a God's eye. Have any of you seen Fast and Furious? Do you remember which one? I think it's 6 or 7. They need to go and get the God's eye. Well, GWM have given the tank a God's eye as well. Let's have a look at this. Cameras in the back, at the bottom, at the top, and all around the vehicle. That does bring me on to 5 annoying features about this car. as all these cameras are exposed, just now we were experiencing it. It's a rainy day. All the dirt from the floor goes up and you have to come out, use your finger and give it a good old little wipe. Another bad point about this car is although it's very big and the dimensions do look good, its approach and departure angles are actually not up to standard with its other competitors. In current standard format without the suspension raise, you only get about 32.6 degrees in the back and 32.7 degrees in the front. Luckily, when you do raise the suspension up, then it ups it to about 37.8 degrees departure and approach angle. Another bad thing, whilst the Land Cruiser and its competitors come with a split tailgate, they've opted for a barn door. And the only problem with that is when you get close in the parking lots, you're unable to open the door depending how you've parked. So sometimes you land up with the door open this wide, trying to shove your shopping and everything else inside there. And the last thing is, this only comes as a 5-seater. As it is purely a hybrid car, with your batteries under here, there is no option to upgrade to a 7-seater. Oh, all vehicles come fully equipped with these beautiful grab handles, okay? The whole interior is lined with this plush orange Napa leather. You can choose from a range of different colors, but I don't know about you, this gets me all nice and excited. The seats in themselves, super comfortable and give you this sort of hugging feeling. The headrests are gorgeous. They are super soft, almost like that in the S-Class. I absolutely love them. Leather covered steering wheel, soft leather touches on the top. The dash is soft leather. Everything you touch in here just feels premium and of a high quality. Even check out the gear selector. The gear selector is even like this crystal ball, similar to that you would get on a kind of a BMW or something. Here in the center, 2 cup holders, right? Nice depth in there. You have a USB-A port up front here. Here you have 2 wireless charging ports, 50 watts max each speed. On the side here, another USB-A charging port over there. Here, both sides, driver and passenger, get heated and cool seats, okay? This is to control your ride height up and down, as it comes, all models come standard with air suspension. Here in the center as well, you get a massive center console. As well, it's also air conditioned as well, so you can put your cool drinks and everything in there to keep nice and cool. Only thing I don't like is that you can't open these separately on other sorts of cars. So that's a small gripe, I would say. Not a big deal. Otherwise, the cabin is a beautiful place to be in. The entire roof is lined with Alcantara. Beautiful ambient lighting all around the vehicle. The ambient lighting even changes as you open and close the doors. And now I'll show you when you turn the vehicle on, as you change the temperature, so the lighting changes as well. As you make it hotter, so the color will start changing. As you make it cooler, it will get more blue. I love it. And these buttons feel flippin' amazing. Listen to that. Click, click, click. Guys, when I tell you Chinese manufacturers are listening to their customers, they are listening. Temperature control, the ability to easily turn on and off your air conditioning, fan speed, mode, right? Recirculation. It's all here easily within your grasp. Up here underneath the screen, you've got buttons for various things. On the left, you've got your modes. You can switch between EV mode, hybrid mode, or gas-only mode. You get 3 locking differentials, a center, a front, and a rear. You get a low-range mode. You get the option to disengage your front sway bar. You get crawl control, and you even get the famous tank turn, where the car makes its turning circle almost in half. Now let's talk about the screen itself. 16.2 inch OLED. It is beautiful, guys. The screen is so easy to use, right? It's sort of like your iPad, easy to control your lighting, your sound, and everything. Let me pull up the 360-degree camera, then you guys can see. This is now to see under the car, chassis mode, okay? Right? This is if you don't want to see the car at all, right? Perfect. All apps can be controlled through the screen. It even has a dedicated off-road mode. The minute you hit this, the car goes into its off-road setting. Locking differentials, you can access straight from here. You can check exactly where your wheels are moving from left to right, okay? And exactly what's underneath you. You can control all your functions. This is when you need to go wading in water. It will put the car into a special mode. As you can see, we haven't lifted up the air suspension yet, so we can only go into 800 millimeters of water. Once the air suspension's lifted up, you can go up to 960 milliliters. All apps are super easy and fluid to use, and all functions can be controlled. There's massaging seats. You can control the rear seats as well, the massaging function. Your HUD, your driver's display, you can control exactly what you want. Brightness, how high it is. This car is packed with features, guys. You can even turn the wireless chargers on and off if you want to. It is beautiful.
It will be from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Okay.
Diana,
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Woo! Yeah.
100, 100.
Cartoon.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was lots of fun. All cars come standard with a 16-speaker Harman Kardon audio system with ANC, anti-noise cancellation, and 3D sound. Here, inside the car, over here, and even on the roof. Right, here in the back, they haven't skimped on anything, guys. Let's get in and show you. So, here in the back of the car, it's just as comfortable as ever. I'm 6 foot and I can fit my legs underneath the driver's seat. I can get into a nice comfortable position. Everything is covered in that Napa leather. It's beautiful. Airplane styled flappy backrests over here. Nice beautiful feel to them. Speakers in the back as well. Leather on the top. Okay. If we pull down the center armrest, in the center, you're greeted here with this screen. And from here, you can control a couple of things. Come on in, Max. Let's get a closer view. You can control your blinds from here. So no needing to, like a peasant, pick your blinds up casually. No, this is ultimate luxury in the back here. Up and down. You can even control your own lighting in the back. So if you want different style lights, different colors, you have the option to control all of that by yourself. Moving down here in the center, 2 cup holders, basic cup holders, nothing too special about these. Right, then down here, USB-C port, USB-A port, and a 12-volt socket. Some people might be asking, well, Dan, what do you need a 12-volt socket for still? Who even uses a 12-volt socket? Well, guys, for off-road enthusiasts, they're probably going to be having an extra small fridge in the car, maybe a portable vacuum cleaner. You name it. There are many different accessories that 12-volt socket needs. So don't go and abandon the 12-volt socket just yet. Right. In the center here, you can control all of your air conditioning as well, right? All easy and touch sensitive controlled. And here it's manually operated and adjusted. In the front, it's all done through the screen. That brings me on to 5 cool features about this tank. All vehicles come standard with a recovery winch in the front. And if you look under the vehicle, they all come with proper, solid covers and plating at the bottom to protect all those vital points. The next feature is the all-terrain response system, right? That comes with over 12 different features. Then, moving on, we have 3 different lockable diffs, a center, a front, and a rear, plus a low range. The next one is the ability to disengage your front sway bar. That gives you an extra 60 millimeters of wheel travel for those difficult off-road situations. And we couldn't even get into frickin' the off-road section because now you can only go with a brand. If you're going to buy a car, they'll arrange a group outing for you. I said stick out weapons if you just want to try the car by yourself. No, sorry, you can't do that. Oh, okay, fine. Whatever then. Despite it being such a heavy vehicle weighing 3.1 tons, because it's a hybrid system, you're able to achieve between the ranges of 8 to 10 liters per 100 kilometers. That is insane. On a fully charged battery, you can get 95 kilometers. Today, we've been driving for about 40 odd kilometers, and the batteries come down to about 34. Not bad for such a big, heavy vehicle. Unlike most other hybrid vehicles that battle to have a high towing capacity, the tank in this format is able to tow up to 3.5 tons. So while it may be a heavy ladder-on frame chassis, it still has the towing capacity that you all need. Right, now let's talk about what's under the hood. What have we got here? We've got a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 engine matted to an electric motor. Battery pack in the back of 37.1 kilowatts. This engine in itself makes 385 kilowatts, and combined with the electric motor, you get a combined 850 newton meters of torque. That's good for 0 to 100 in 5 seconds. Like now, this whole time we've been going along, the car's in EV mode alone. And what I like is the system itself is not very obtrusive, so when you're driving along you don't even feel the engine kick in. It's so smooth, so smooth. And one of the reasons for that is they've integrated the electric motor with the engine, so you basically have the engine and the electric motor like sandwiched together, and then that then goes through the transmission itself. So that's how they can still give you a full 4x4 experience with locking differentials, being able to split the power through the front and the back, and being able to use EV power. Example like the BYD Shark, that's got electric motors on all its wheels. And like it's just entered the Australian market, but it's doing so poorly at the moment, like off-road, really doing badly. Because they haven't figured out the software for the motors properly. So when it tries to go up a hill, it just like sort of sits there, like bogs down, and it doesn't go anywhere. Whereas at least this is still traditional 4x4. So the EV and the motor can work through the normal system.
I understand. So it's more like old style mechanical.
Old style mechanical, exactly.
But I think with those BYD, if they release like a proper update of the software, it may work better, right?
So one of the guys that I love watching on YouTube, he actually did a review of the car pre-production model. And then he did a review of the car after they released the update, because BYD went and they said, no, our car can do it. And then BYD went and tested it themselves. But the terrain was different. They had like graded it, made it a lot smoother, and the car went up. Then he went back, I think a month later after the update, and it still couldn't do it. Like you just see it sort of like go up, and then it just like sits there and it's like, and then like the wheels don't know what they want to do. So front seats and back seats get full massaging features, and the back seats can actually recline to 141 degrees. That is cool. Diana, how do you feel in the back there?
It's luxurious.
So this is very interesting, okay? Like, we're on the highway now, and when I need to speed up, the engine kicked in, and now we're just cruising along at 80 kilometers and the engine's turned off completely and we're running purely on the battery. That's insane. And I want to test now. If I accelerate a little bit, okay, gently, get up to 90, 100. Okay, we're still on battery power itself. Wow, that's quite impressive for such a big vehicle that weighs 3.1 tons. Mind blown. Absolutely mind blown. Okay, so let's try sport mode now. So I think, Max, if I put it here, there we go. It's now in sport mode. Okay, so now the engine's engaged. And now we have everything that's set nicely and go. Ooh. Pickup's quite good for such a big car. Ooh. One thing though is, like, you can feel it's a big, tall car. I mean, it's not nimble whatsoever. I mean, like, if we just go here. Okay, but that's, wow. Okay, that's 150 already. And I must say the noise insulation is very good on the car. I mean, only there, once we hit 150, could we start getting wind mirror noise. But anything like here, we're doing 120 now, and you can't feel it or hear it at all. But you do feel it. It is still that very traditional chassis with body on top, you know, and it's a proper ladder frame system. So if you want something more nimble, go get yourself a Land Rover Discovery. But if you still want something that can move but be good off-road, get yourself one of these for sure. Okay, let's go back to normal mode. Okay, and let's see now what it does. Okay, so there it's gone and turned off the engine straight away and now for us. Wow, that's amazing. And we're still doing 100 kilometers an hour. That's insane. This thing is beautiful. I love it. That's just one thing I noticed, is that when it is in hybrid mode, and you've got a lot of battery, it likes to favor the battery. But I mean, we've driven, I think, about 8 kilometers already, and we've gone down from, I think, 92 kilometers down to 78 kilometers. So I think the weight of the vehicle really does show a lot in this. But I am super impressed though, I must admit. You don't feel the weight of the vehicle until you throw it into a corner. That's the only time you actually feel the weight of this, but it's like a giant cloud. They actually call these seats, they're cloud seats. I don't know, what are your guys feeling about them? I could have a nice snooze here and let the car do all the work. Guys, that's basically all. We, in our personal opinions from driving it today and everything, we think this car is brilliant. Yeah, the brakes may feel a little bit squidgy when in EV mode, and sometimes in hybrid mode, the transfer from electric power to the gas power does take a second or two to kick in. But other than that, we think it's great. Please let us know in the comments what you think about this car. Do you like the design? Where can we improve? What features can they improve? What would you like to see Tank do next? As this is their biggest and boldest flagship tank, like I said, the tank of all tanks, we'd love to hear from you.